One copy now. Right, this way. How are you? What the recording the platform? Get it? Look.
Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. He can the Kanu now. That's the same thing. He said his spirit is with Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that he is with Nnamdi Kanu in spirit. He is giving Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, 150,000% support.
Attention, what's your take as regards this?
Igbo na Kanu, Igbo spreading all over the world. Igbo na Kanu, Igbo expanding in Europe, in Asia, Antarctica, and Oceania. Igbo na Kanu, Igbophobia, because the Nigerian man, the Yoruba man, the Fulani man, the Hausa man, they hate the Igbos. We don't need to close them out again. Go and interview them all over the streets. They are haters of Igbo. Igbo na Kanu, anti-Semitism, anti-semantics. That's why Nigeria remain like this. Nnamdi Kanu is in the court today with Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. He can the Kanu now. That's the same thing. He said his spirit is with Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that he is with Nnamdi Kanu in spirit. He is giving Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, 150,000% support. Ibrahim Traore, the man of the time, the man of this time, let me tell you, a volcanic eruption that has taken the earth by force, especially the African continent. The political leaders, they want to annihilate the Africans. The poor Africans are suffering on daily basis. The privation of most of the infrastructural amenity, essential commodities, no food, nothing. And the political leaders, they don't want to know. All they know is stealing money, amassing wealth. Look, now the Kanu must come out. Even though, what are his charges? The charges have gone. Fresh charges are coming from Asorok and from Malami on daily basis, so that now Nnamdi Kanu will not come out. Is it like that in the other world? Is it embedded or enshrined in Nigerian constitution that charges after charges, charges after charges, charges after charges? Many AGF, Attorney General of Federation of many countries, are coming today to know actually what happened. That Supreme Court has set somebody free. Tinubu administration is still holding that person, releasing Igboho, his brother. Igbo na Kwane, tribal antagonism. Igbo na Kwane, a regime that is what? Tribal antagonism driven. This is the current tribal antagonism driven. That is what this regime is all about. Because Tinubu doesn't want Igbo man to breathe. Fulani man that is a visitor in Nigeria doesn't want Igbo man, the owner of the land. Yoruba, Igbo, Wari, Urobo, Efik, we are the owners of the land. Fulani doesn't want us to breathe. And because of chop, certain politicians in Nigeria are collecting money from Fulani Janja weed to suppress their brothers in the southeastern, southwest, southern Nigeria. We are the one that will tell them the truth. We don't hide the truth. Truth is a remedy to wounded conscience. And we, see it as a pill that could be, taken by us on daily basis. We are taking that pill, the truth we are disseminating to the entire world. It is what is healing my mind. It's what is giving me the impetus and the dynamism to keep on talking on social media. I thank Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man has actually proven that Nnamdi Kanu is right. And Very Dark Man is coming out, and he has come out. Nnamdi Kanu will today be released. Yes, finally. Executive has no right over the judiciary. But in Nigeria, the executive controls the legislative, controls the judiciary. That's why it's a monkey republic. Our federalism has gone. Nigeria as a federal state is gone. We don't operate federalism here. What we are operating here is some monkey people, monkey federal state, monkey federalism, ape federalism, or cuckoo, monkey. That's why we are getting monkey result. All our results here is monkey, baboon, chimpanzee, gorilla result. Modern machinery, which is government, is going on in Nigeria. No, it is not tenable. It's not achievable. It is not obtainable or practicable in Nigeria. What we are practicing here is tribal antagonism, tribal division, tribal hostility, tribal animosity is what is going on in Nigeria. Igbo they don't like you, Igbo. Ojozo Kanu, Charles Solunkudo, Hope was a member. Peter and back from Enugu, Biafra. Listen, one fleet, neighboring states, the land of the southeastern Nigeria, Anaibo. As long as you don't like Biafra, this land, Igbo land, will deny you. Igbo land will reject you. You all, I mention your name here. You can't do nothing. Igbo land will deny all of you. It was a prayer prayed by our elders some 2 years ago with offer. That's our tradition and culture. That anybody that turns his back on Biafra and you are an Igbo man, Igbo land will denounce you. Igbo land will curse you. Igbo land will swallow you. Igbo land will at least do justice to you. What happened to Abinadab Dotam and the other guy? When it was obvious that they were not abiding by the rules and regulations of Moses, the earth swallowed all of them. On the way to Canaan land, they keep on criticizing and protesting against Moses. Yes, the land swallowed them. It is not a history. It happened under the sun. And nothing is new today. What is obtainable, achievable, those many years, thousands of BC, is still achievable, obtainable, and possible today. The land of Igbo will swallow the enemies of the Biafrans. And I'm praising Nnamdi Kanu, Ngozi Orabueze, Simon Epanjoko, and myself, Rav Tresvant, who has been so consistent, advocating for Biafra ceaselessly, without fear. August, such bold step is very, very rare in Nigeria today. I praise myself. If you don't, do. Listen and listen good. Ibona Kwano, Nnamdi Kanu is going to court for the last time today.
See us tomorrow.
It is against the law. It is a travesty of justice that someone was freed by court. Office of Asorok is still holding him. Office of Asorok is the one judging Nnamdi today with masquerade as testifiers. What has masquerade has to do with the living? Don't you know what masquerade portend in Africa? Portray in African tradition. It depicts spirit in the Monday Mulangu. Demons. Testifiers as demons. Testifiers from Malami. Testifiers from Buhari. Testifiers from Tinubu. Testifiers from Asorok. So that Nnamdi Kanu will not go free. Ibone Kwane Biafra emancipation na Sabafo. It is running their stomach. And migraine headache will be their portion. See, prayer on the compound of Nnamdi Kanu is just a marriage, small thing. They would have pray in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ to end these people. Enemies of demons shall die. All of them. No need of petting them. They don't pet demons. They don't want us to breathe. They will never breathe too. Oxygen will be very, very far away from them. Enemies of the Igbos. One, now Jesus. That is my own take.
Where are we going? Right, this way. How are you? Just the recording on the platform of Kanu. Kanu. Look.
Kanu Agabi, who has served, Agabi served Nigeria as Attorney General of the Federation 2 times. Yes, as Attorney General of the Federation, he served Nigeria twice. You understand? So 2 of them yesterday, regard to this morning, Nnamdi Kanu appearing in the court, they went to him and they spoke with him and they discussed with him regarding to the cross-examination of what shall be concerning today, or how today is going to be, in a brief. And Nnamdi Kanu is a sharp guy and he's a smart guy. So he has to go through it and he has to go through some, things to know how he will present himself before the judge, James Omotosho, the chief judge, the chief judge of the matter. So as we speak now, my beloved, they are appearing in court, and was it not last week on the 14th of this very month, May, which they appeared in the court, and there was a serious cross-examination that Nnamdi Kanu legal team, cross-examine Nigerian masquerade, witnesses in the court of law under the watch of James Omotosho. And what was reigning that very day was a song, a special song of no, 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 no. What do I mean by no, 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 no? They say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You don't know, but you appear to bear witness. You are appearing in the court to bear a false witness. That is what it means. You are appearing in the court to bear a witness of what you know not. That means that Nigeria has paid these guys to come and bear witness. But what they thought that they are going to bear witness of was quite different from what they were being examined about. You see, and that was why they were singing a song of no, 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 I don't know, I don't know, and I don't know. Because the thing that they came with as an allegation against Nnamdi Kanu, was a case that have been thrashed out, issues that have been thrashed out before now, under the watch of Muhammadu Buhari, the kidnapper of Nnamdi Kanu. Are you hearing me? The man that kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, all the cases that that he leveled against Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu defeated Muhammadu Buhari in the same court of law here in Nigeria. So the whole issues have been thrashed out, unknowingly to these masqueraders that paraded in the courts. Are you hearing me? So, and today is another edition. You understand? Today is another edition. There is going to be another cross-examination, which I know as Nnamdi Kanu legal team, including Nnamdi Kanu himself, has conquered Nigeria, because with the cross-examination, with the response of those masquerade people, masqueraders in the court, that shows that they knows nothing about what I have come to do, to witness. So on that note, Nnamdi Kanu and the team, even the court, have already captured that side as a winning point for Nnamdi Kanu. So today in the court, we are waiting to see, we are already watching, waiting to see Nnamdi Kanu, and that information already that is very close. But they are just preparing for him to come into court by 10 o'clock.
Okay, but we've seen Nnamdi Kanu's legal team so angry. They said Justice Omotosho must take action as regards, the Nigerian government and the Nigerian council, not putting the prosecution, sorry, the witness BBB, name in the list submitted to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team. They said his name was not there. Now they saw him that he is not a DSS, witness, just like he said that he intervened in Nnamdi Kanu. But he just affiliated to a law firm, according to the investigation, that he is not a witness, that he didn't intervene in Nnamdi Kanu. Should Justice Omojoto take action against this move by the federal government?
Of course. Omotosho, not even Omotosho, because Omotosho is just a person, and Omotosho must act according to the law, because Omotosho is under the law, and he must, he is acting based on the law. So let the law have its way regard to this, because anything false witness is against the law, and they themselves have lied, and these are the elements of Nigerian instrument that Nigeria have presented. And on this note, Omotosho have the right to take legal action against those elements, to pay the elements that knows nothing, that are not the DSS, that are not there when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, that has never for one day, a kind of have any conversation, interaction with the Nnamdi Kanu, but to have the confidence and the boldness because of the money that they have collected to appear in the court to do what? To deceive the court and to deceive the judge himself. It is against the law. Can you see that now that Nigeria has violated the law of the land, a country where the judiciary is working? In this note, those witnesses, masqueraders that come for witnesses must go to bar. They must go behind bar. They must not be allowed to scoff in, because the law needs to take its place. And the law must take its place because it is necessary. Let us have respect and let us have regard to the law.
Okay.
Let's add value so that we will have a little bit, respect from other bodies internationally.
Okay, but we've seen Imapa come out and was so angry. Said anytime Kanu wants to go to the court, 2 days or a day before that day, we've seen the Nigerian media continue to spread lies, false information about Nnamdi Kanu. Even in Abuja, we saw flyers and posters of Nnamdi Kanu, being mocked. Flyers of Nnamdi Kanu there in Abuja being mocked. Do you think that the Nigerian government are probably wanting to tarnish the image purposefully because they know who Nnamdi Kanu is?
Yes, they purposely want to tarnish his image, but it's quite unfortunate that they cannot succeed, and they are not going to succeed, because before Nnamdi Kanu appearing in Nigeria or appearing in the court, the world have already known whom he is before he came to Nigeria. His integrity has already stand even before Nigeria and before the constitution and before the law. Do you understand? So all this the illegality and the posting of his posters that is flying in the north, criticizing him or being brain behind of what has happened that lead to the death of Golak. You understand? And I ask, who is Golak to Nigeria? Because the people that even fought for the freedom of this country, they died too. One way or the other day. Even the former Attorney General of the Federation was assassinated too. Who is Golak? Why didn't the North being wiped?
Are you not talking? Are you not talking as if you not look at the way it was murdered, not the person himself, the way it was murdered?
The way he was murdered, and who are the people behind the murder?
That's what I link it to. It says Nnamdi Kanu.
Nnamdi Kanu is the man Nnamdi Kanu that murdered him in London. Was he murdered in London or was he murdered here in Nigeria?
They say it's words of incitement.
Nnamdi Kanu incited something. That is what they are standing on. That which Nnamdi Kanu incited, was he the only person that incited such thing in Nigeria today? See why Danjuma said it. The DG, that the Director General of the DSS, make the same statement. Why are they working freely? Because those ones are not Igbophobia. Because some man saying Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. That is why they say, come, excuse me. Many in Nigeria have said more than that. Even they have done more than this. They have done worse. Boko Haram, Mighty Allah, Gumi, Gumi and Co. Tuji Bello, and yeah, Gumi was is a negotiator of bandits, criminal terrorism in Nigeria, and federal government are not seeing him as a criminal. They are not seeing him as a terrorist. Neither are they seeing him and the group as a terrorist. But Igbophobia is playing against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But they are not going to succeed. That is my own. I'm telling you, we the Biafrans, we are standing on our ground. Nothing must happen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And let me tell you, all those mighty Allahs whatsoever they call themselves, that they are Fulanis, Ariwas, and whatsoever, they let them name themselves. I don't bloody care. That is saying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must not be released. Now you be God of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. Now you create Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because you are envying the Igbos, because your generation, from the onset of your generation down to upcoming generation, can never produce somebody like half of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not to talk of producing a whole full Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, but yesterday we saw pictures, viral pictures of Igbo women in Abia State, in Nnamdi Kanu's compound, family compound, praying seriously for Nnamdi Kanu. What's your take as regards?
Yeah, they are praying. Women as the mothers need to pray for their son. Likewise, I have been the evangelist of Biafra. God knows I'm not just speaking Pharisee. God knows that I talk. Whenever I speak about Biafra because it concerns me. And whenever I am talking about Biafra, I make mention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I made mention of Simon Ekpa. I made mention of Ngozi Orabeze. And I made mention of the men, those that are sacrificing themselves to make sure that there is peace, that my brothers, my family that is in the east, they are not being killed. It will be well with them, and it shall be well with them. I am under the sun right now. Early morning sun is a blessed sun to humanity, to human life, and I'm using it to pray for them. It shall be well with them.
Okay, and lastly, we've seen Imapafu, pass a communication to the Biafrans, telling them that on the 30th of May, that everybody should come out in different, wherever you are as an Igbo, in diaspora, you should come out and protest for Nnamdi Kanu on May 30th. He said, but they should collect, permission from wherever, city they are. Do you think that you agree with this?
He said come out to protest. But what I heard was sit at home.
No, in diaspora, abroad.
Okay, in abroad.
Yes.
Of course, you don't need to tell those ones. Those ones already know what is at stake. They already know what is going on. And they already doing that even before Emma Powerful. Because this Emma Powerful, well, I don't want to talk much on that. But before he starts to speak, the Biafrans in the diaspora of other side of the world are already doing campaign. Even as I speak to you, I believe you can. There is another group even in Africa now coming. Let me tell you. Do you know that Ibrahim, Captain Traore of Burkina Faso now is now campaigning for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? And let me tell you, and it's the right hand man when it comes to Africa with who? With Putin. Putin said, and I repeat, Putin said, I am fully solidly behind you, Ibrahim Traore. Anything you need, let me know. I am behind you, and I am behind you in any angle. Do you understand? So there is a protest already that is going on, and it will continue. Pan-Africa is about to face it again, to support, to back up, to join the protest of the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Are you hearing me? Yes. So let them do the protest. But as for here in Nigeria, May 30th is our day to remember our fallen heroes and to give them the respect and the due that is required from us and that is due for them. And we will give it to them. God bless you.